Alright, this video should probably be pretty short and to the point. Be able to identify and apply the identity property of multiplication and addition, or addition and multiplication. There are two different properties. There's the identity property of addition, and then there's the identity property of multiplication. So let's get started. Well, we know that your ID card or your identity, it's basically who you are, what makes you up you. And so the identity property of addition basically means very simple, what can you add to a number and you get that same number, nothing changes. And this might seem obvious, and why do they even need a name for this? But actually, you'll use this when you do solving equations, and maybe maybe at that point you might even forget what this is called, but you'll still know the principle. And so this is the identity property of addition. So let's take a number, any number, maybe 5. What can you add to 5, and then you get 5? Well, that's pretty obvious. 0. The identity property of addition is basically a number plus 0 is that number. -2 plus 0 gives us -2. That's all the identity property of addition is. Again, with multiplication, it's a little different, but very similar. What can you multiply times 10 and you get 10? Well, it's not 0 because 10 times 0 is 0. So for multiplication, it's 10 times 1 equals 10. That's the identity property of multiplication. What times the number, you get that number. Again, -4 times what number gives you -4? Well, that would be 1. And so the identity property of addition would be a number plus 0 is that number. And the identity property of multiplication would be a number times 1 is that number. Okay, you can remember it by you're not changing anything about the number, but you're using an operation. Addition is plus 0, multiplication is times 1, and you get the original number. Nothing changes in that. All right, that's it. That's the identity property of addition and multiplication. Have a good day.